So for this week's tech tip, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of rundown on how I set up my blind and how I set my decoys. You can set your decoys in, seems like, a million different ways. I usually use 3 decoys, Jake and 2 hens. One laying hen decoy and 1 standing hen decoy with, of course, like a half strut Jake type deal. And what I do is wherever I'm going to set my blind, I don't pace it necessarily, but sometimes I pace it. The max distance I'll set those decoys is at 10 yards. And the reason I do this is because if a tom hangs up at 20 yards outside the decoys and the decoys are at 10 yards, he's at 30. If they're 5 yards, he's at 25. The closer you get the decoys to the blind, sometimes that can help with a gobbler that's hanging up out there, and just give you maybe that opportunity that you wouldn't have if your decoys were set further away from the blind. If you want to check out what I did here, what I have is, like I say, this is the half strut hen, Jake decoy, and this is the laying hen decoy. And what I do with these two is, instead of separating these two, I put the hen under the Jake like he's getting ready to breed the hen. Now what this does is, to me, the experience I've had with it is usually a tom's not going to stand for a Jake breeding a hen in his territory. And I've had gobblers come up to this decoy and push on it and spit at it and drum on it, and they really don't like this look. And this is the focal point of my decoy set. The third hen is just basically to add another aspect to the whole set, where it's just another visual thing the gobbler can cue in on. And like I say, no more than 10 yards from your blind, depending on what kind of weapon you're shooting. With traditional bow, I set them no more than 5 personally. That's been about the range that works best for me. And I'm telling you, when you can have a blind up and your decoy's 5 yards from it, and there's a full-grown gobbler right here at 5 yards, that's doing something. The third and final aspect of a good decoy and blind setup for a bow hunter is the blind. Now, most blinds they make today have black backs, and I see a lot of videos where guys are wearing camouflage and camouflage face masks and a black back blind. To me, if you're an archery hunter and you're trying to get a turkey close, the absolute best thing you can do is match your surroundings. Now, if the inside of a blind is black, I don't wear camouflage, period. Everything's, you can see I'm wearing black from the waist up. My hat's black, my face is painted black. This, of course, is not black, but it's dark brown, close enough. And my hand that holds my bow, the hand nearest the window, is also painted black. I've had turkeys come right up to the blind, stick their head in the blind, and not see me in that blind. And I've showed people, if you don't believe this, put a camouflage glove on, sit in your blind if it's got a black back, and hold your camouflage glove up against the blind. It's going to stick out. And then take your glove off, just for the heck of it, paint your hand black, and hold that up against the blind. You're going to be able to see there's a huge difference. And a turkey's going to see that. Even this bow, like this stuff here, this is going to stick out in a black back blind. But, it's my bow. That's just what I shoot. I can't really do nothing about that. You can put tape on there, like a black tape. Or you can actually, I've taken people before where I've made them put face paint on their bow, on the limbs and on the face of the riser. And I'm telling you, these aspects, if you follow them, I'm not going to say it's going to work for you every time, but I'm going to say it's definitely going to increase your odds. And when you're archery hunting, increasing your odds is what it's all about.
Hey, Jason got a chance to call for Daniel, a young man that works at our local sporting goods store, and they had a great hunt.
Yeah, it was his first time hunting turkeys with bow and arrow, and traditional bow and arrow nonetheless, so it was pretty awesome.
They had an awesome hunt. There's some jockeying on which one. He was trying to take the biggest bird that showed up, and it just turned out awesome. Why don't you check it out?
Climax! Show a turkey dancing!
So give this setup a try and improve your chances on arrowing that gobbler this spring. So Daniel shot that turkey about 35 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. It looked like a good shot on camera. I watched the footage like over and over and over again. It just looked to me like the shot could be a little bit higher. Right now we're just basically walking through these woods trying to find it laying down somewhere. So, hey.
Well, we got here about 5:30 this morning. Got all set up. We're sitting in the blind and hit the call a couple times, and out came this good old boy right here. First bow kill I ever got, traditional. I'd like to thank my cameraman Jason, giving me a really good shot and stuff, and letting me use the stuff, and I really appreciate it. But hey, we got the turkey, and it was an awesome hunt, one I won't forget forever. Great hunt, and I loved it. Thanks, guys.
Man, that was an awesome hunt.
If that doesn't demonstrate the ups and down roller coaster ride of traditional hunting, I don't know what does.
And thank you guys for watching this episode of Success Outdoors.
And remember, it's not the size of the game you shoot.
It's the experience you have in the outdoors
Shared.
with friends and family.
Till next time. Bye-bye. I could not believe when that muzzleloader just went pap. And what's this pap no boom?
It's a happen. It's okay, Dad. You'll get it soon.
So give this setup a try, and I think you'll improve your chances on arrowing this gobbler. This gobbler. Yeah, me. Or this one. Me. Preferably, that one.